Guys, happy Tuesday. I have another cool number trick to show you today. And today I'm wearing my Iron Man shirt because I watched Avengers last night and I love Iron Man. So anyway, here's the cool math trick. Doesn't have anything to do with Iron Man. So this math trick involves adding a whole bunch of numbers together and finding a shortcut for doing that. So your task is add up all of the numbers from 1 to 100. Think about how you would do that. You would probably start off by just adding 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on, or you might even start at 100 if you want to get the hard part done first. And for a little while you can probably do some of it in your head, but then you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. So pause the video, figure out what the answer is. If you want to use a calculator, that's okay. You can use a calculator. Figure out what the answer is, and then unpause it to find out what the trick or the shortcut is. Okay, did you pause it or did you just wait for the trick? If you just waited for the trick, that's totally okay. I probably would have done the same thing. So here is the trick. What we're going to do is we're going to find some number pairs that have the same sum within that big set of numbers from 1 to 100. And once we find number pairs that have the same sum, we can then multiply by how many number pairs there are, okay? So let me give you an example. If you take the numbers 100 and then the numbers 101 and add them together, you get 101, correct? Okay, what's another number pair within that set of numbers from 1 to 100 that will give you 101? Well, think about it. If you take 1 away from 100 and add 1 to 1, you get 99 and 2. Those also add up to 101. If you take 1 away from 99 and add 1 to the 2, the number pair you end up with is 98 plus 3, which is also 101. Because what we're doing is we're adjusting the two addends to make them balanced so that they'll give you that 101. Okay, so here's the pattern. Now, this is great, but now you have to figure out how many number pairs there are. And there are a couple of different ways to do that, but if you think about how many times would you be able to replicate this pattern? Well, if you're going from 100 and you keep going down, when you get to the number 50 and 51, when you get to that, 50 plus 51 is 101. But then if you try to find another new unique number pair, the next number pair you would come up with is 51 and 50, which is the same as 50 and 51. So that is where you would have to stop and say, okay, I found all my number pairs. So figure out how many number pairs there are that add up to 101, or at least make a guess. Okay, so if you paused it and figured it out, great job. If you just waited for the answer, that's okay too. Again, that's probably what I would have done. There are 50 number pairs that add up to 101, okay? And so then all we have to do is multiply 50 times 101. And we can use our zero shortcut. Remember, when you're multiplying by a multiple of 10, all you do is you multiply by the digit in the front. In this case, it's the tens digit and it's a 5. So you just multiply 5 times 101, and you can do that in your head. That gives you 505. And then you just put the 0 on the end to give you 5,050. So it's a pretty cool trick. All right, hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll be back soon with another cool number trick.